Hi, I'm Sarah and welcome to CoreMoodz. Today I'll be talking to you about my 2026 channel goals and also reading goals. I'll start with my reading goals. I think it's realistic for me to say that I want to read 100 books in 2026. I think 100 books is doable. I'm gonna try to read one nonfiction book a month, so 12 nonfiction books is my goal for 2026. I want to try to finish my 26 to read in 26. I'm going to upload the video in a couple of weeks. Those are 26 books that I really want to tackle in 2026. So those books are also going to be a priority to be put on my TBR during the year. There are also a couple of series that I want to tackle. In 2025, I tried to finish series or start and finish series in the same year. But this year, I think in 2026, I can just start a little bit more series. The only series that I feel like I really have to finish is Gone Meta God series by Samil Akhtar. I really need to finish this series. I really love the first book and I really want to continue. I might even reread the first book because it's been years and I don't really remember much. So I'm going to reread the first book, read the other ones. I think there's a novella and it's 4-book series and there's a novella. So I think there's 5 books in total. So this is going to be the series that I have to finish. There are a couple of other series that I really want to make a priority, like Malice by John Gwynne. The First Law, and Donna and Alex Hill. I think they are doing a read-along, so I might even throw in Throne of Glass in there because I've never read Throne of Glass. I've always been very interested because I read the Akhtar books and I liked them. A lot of people say that the Throne of Glass books are much better. So yeah, I'm really interested, but it's not going to be a priority. I think I'm going to prioritize finishing Gone Meta God, reading the First Law, and starting Malice at least. Something I really want to make a priority is I want to do more research. I think I'm the kind of person, I let books get recommended to me by the algorithm, by the booktubers I watch, by Goodreads, by anything that I'm online. I think I need to do more research if I want to read a certain type of book, if I want to read a little bit more diversely. And by diversity, I don't just mean reading from BIPOC authors. I also mean reading from people with different genders, reading from people with different life experiences, different age, different abilities. I just want to have a little bit more of a well-rounded reading experience. And I think I'm only going to tackle that if I do more effort when it comes to researching books that I put on my TBR. I'm looking a little bit at the, what is it called? HURKIT, the hardest reading challenge. Not because I want to tackle it this year, but because I want to use it a little bit as a guideline to see where are the areas that I didn't even think about. Do I have books on my TBR that fit certain things? I just want to prepare myself to maybe do a HURKIT next year. Yeah, but I have to do a little bit more research, a little bit more prep work, and make sure I'm ready to do that. I also really want to be more mindful when it comes to reviewing, because right now if I do click on the star option on Storygraph and on Goodreads about how many stars this book was, most of the times that's all I do when it comes to rating. But I want to learn to not just rate by stars, but also rate by reviewing. Just what do I think about this book? One positive thing, one negative thing, why it didn't click with me, and who is the audience for this book? Who would enjoy this book? I think if I just simplify it for myself and try to review, so I think I'm just going to try to review every book on Goodreads and on Storygraph that I read in 2026, just to see how I feel about it. And that also connects to my next point. I might completely transition into Storygraph because I just started being on Storygraph a couple of months ago, but I might completely transition into Storygraph from Goodreads, but I'll have to see how I think about the platform. Also, my last reading goal, I think I want to read outside more, read in the cafes or in the library, and even utilize my library more. Because right now, I just use my libraries online. I only access my library online. I only access the audiobooks and the ebooks, and that's it. But I just want to go to my library a little bit more. So those were my reading goals. And I'm now going to start talking about my channel goals. My channel goals are just to continually and consistently upload once a week and try to focus more about that. What I'm uploading are videos that I like, that I connect with, that are videos that I would watch. So I think that's the main thing for me. I have transitioned from monthly TBRs to seasonal TBRs, so that's going to continue in 2026. Also, my wrap-ups are not going to be monthly. I'm going to do it every couple of months because I feel like if I just talk about the books that I've read in a longer period of time, I think that would help me also with checking that I reviewed every book. So I'm going to mix those two goals together. I think also I'm just going to continue to read what I want to read and not feel pressured, not when it comes to numbers, not when it comes to certain books, certain genres, and just be true to what I want to read. I want to experiment more and make weird videos and just have fun. So I think that's also going to be the focus for me in 2026. These are my goals for 2026. What are your goals? What do you think? What is something you want to achieve in 2026? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and bye.